Colleen Heinrich wants to know if Father Steve Christie has anything to say about what's been going on, if they're okay about how they've handled things or whatever. So yeah, I just thought I'd get this four archangels, four guardian angels thing here for the front, rear and left and right. Talisman, just pop it there, I think, it's just behind, and then we'll see what's going on. Well, of course, if you want to know what's going on, well, let's ask Steve himself, see if he's got anything to say. And what we'll do, we'll ask him through these cards, these mediumship cards, and each card has a pre-written message on it, and he might not say it exactly as he would say it word for word, but it's a phrase book from the other side, I suppose, isn't it? It might not quite ask where is the bus stop in that way, but we'll sort of know. Anyway, let's ask Steve if he's okay about what's going on there. Spirit of Steve Christie, we ask for your presence, and ask if you have a message for Colleen. Colleen, are you okay about what's been going on and what they've been up to there? Commune with us, Steve Christie, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Steve Christie, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Steve Christie, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Steve Christie, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Steve Christie, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Steve Christie and all absent friends. We just take the top of the deck and place it underneath, or is that placing the underneath on top? I don't know. But either way, where the deck splits is where it is at its most energetic point, and where it is at its most energetic point, of course, means, I suppose, the top, because there's effectively the middle in that sense, isn't it? And just stick them here, and we'll see what we've got. Welcome, Steve, to our setting. Well, welcome aboard, as you would say. We're just doing, as you say, we're just doing something there for the free psychic readings group on Facebook at the moment. Just channeling it there through the YouTube channel, because of if anything does go wrong on the Facebook channel, at least it can still be sought after or still got on the YouTube channel. And of course we'll tweet a link as well on the Twitter page. So if Facebook decides to be unreasonable in the way it's been in the past, we've got a backup plan, haven't we? That's what it's about. I got a funny feeling as though we're just thinking of that along those lines. I got a sort of feeling as though Steve had that sort of, I just have a backup plan. If anything that can go wrong will go wrong at the most inconvenient time. You just know it will. So have a backup plan. I don't know if they would do, but I'm just getting that sort of the sense. That's even before we pull a bloody card out. Well, anyway, Steve, let's just see what what the first thing is you'd like to say. We'll just get this first card here. I normally do 3 cards, not so much past, present and future, because that's what we do in like when we're seeking insight or guidance or whatever. It's really just more this, that and the other, or beginning, middle and end. That's what I normally do the 3 for, really, and you can sort of like link them together. If, of course, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or however many more come out after that, it just depends how we feel. Let's just see as we go now, as we make this connection as we connect the 2 worlds together there. Let's just rotate the card nice and slow, of course, so it's, just out of respect for Steve. And then, that's the message here. He just says on this card, Steve's just saying to you there, Colleen, I'm so much better now. So I suppose whatever you're doing, I got a funny feeling he's okay about it, aren't you, Steve? You're okay about what they're doing. He says, I'm so much better now. I don't know if you're so much better now about that or about the other. Maybe it's not about anything, it's just the fact that he's so much better. I suppose with the rainbow as well, you get like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, don't you? Don't have any leprechauns or anything looking after it, or dragons or anything, but certainly I just sort of got a feeling as though with the rainbow you got like the chakra, haven't you? The 7 chakra, the Roy G. Bev, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, of the 7 chakras. I'm feeling better now. All my chakras are vibrating how they should. Of course, in spirit, of course, to some degree, of course, the chakras are more to do with the physical, aren't they? Really, the vibration of the physical body connected to the spirit. But of course, in spirit, there's no real need for that sort of connection. But either way, I'm feeling better now, and that's the main thing. Maybe the guardian angels there, the 4 archangels, I suppose, are doing the work, aren't they, in that department, as you would say. Let's see now what else he's got to say. What else have you got to say there, Steve? Or what else, as you say, what would you like to add to that? Let's just rotate this card here, again, nice and slow, not to disturb the energy or to, just out of respect, really, isn't it, there, Steve? So you're feeling so much better now, and what's all this? All these people with their hands up in the air and everything. That's interesting, isn't it? He's just saying, Colleen, there is no such thing as death. That's it. It's funny how we're just on about that there. Not so much no such thing as death, but in the sense of, in spirit, the physical doesn't matter anymore. But it doesn't mean because the physical isn't there that they're actually dead. The physical's dead, of course. That just goes back to the dust or wherever it come from, of course. But the spirit goes back to spirit, whereas the body comes from the physical. So of course the physical comes from the physical world, goes back to the physical naturally. So it's natural that the spirit goes back to spirit, doesn't it? That's not rocket science neither. As I said that before in another reading, didn't I? I seem to say that seems to be more my. Maybe he said that as well. I don't know. Maybe to this. It's not rocket science. Is catching. I don't know. But yeah, Steve. So basically, everything's okay in the sense you're feeling better now. Maybe about what's been going on or what they've been doing there. And of course, there's no such thing as death. Maybe he's just reminding you really that if you were just thinking, just on the off chance to what's the point? Let's just all get on, and life is for the living, which it is, of course. Life is for the living, not the dead. But of course, who says it's to the dead? It doesn't need to be for the dead, because the dead don't exist neither. The dead, there's no such thing as death. So life is for the living, isn't it, Stephen? Steve, as you would say. Is that your Sunday name? I don't know. But either way, they are. Your dad's just saying that he's okay about what's going on, so it would appear, and there's no such thing as death. So I can still watch it. Doesn't mean I'm not there physically, naturally. I can't be there bloody physically, but of course spiritually I can be, and doesn't mean I can't see you. It's a bit like watching a video on Facebook or YouTube or the television or whatever. You can see them. It doesn't mean they can't, because they can't see you. The people on the video can't see you. It doesn't mean you can't see them. And maybe this is his way of just saying you can see me by the messages that I'm providing through these cards. That, of course, when we shuffle the cards, I don't manipulate the cards in any way. The cards manipulate themselves, don't they? Or, of course, Steve, in this case, has helped manipulate the cards in that way. Well, let's see what else he's got, because we're going to do 3 cards, weren't we? We've done 2, so let's see what number 3 is. and we might feel another one coming out. I don't know, I just feel as it's not complete, but let's just see what this card number 3 is all about. Then we can sort of like link the 3 together, can't we? That's an interesting one. A nice lake there into the distance. He's just saying it's beautiful where I am. There's no such thing as death. It's beautiful where I am. I am, you know, I'm okay where I am, and I'm okay about things and whatever. So, of course, just going through it briefly, he's just saying, I'm so much better now. There's no such thing as death. It is beautiful where I am. So that's basically the sort of thing we've got you work on, of course, the sort of message that he's saying. So he's so much better now, maybe about what's been going on, and he's so much better now anyway. I get that funny thing because he's saying so much better now, as if he probably might not have been earlier on, but he's okay now about it. I don't know if that's something, but either way, there's no such thing as death, so I am watching you there, Colleen, don't worry about that. I am watching you, and either way, well, I'm sad, nevertheless, it's beautiful where I am now. Although the now isn't there, you could just put the word now there, couldn't you? It's beautiful where I am now. Where you are, of course, is where I was and where I am as well. I can be everywhere, can't I, really? Yeah, that's what he's saying. I just somehow do feel another card coming now. This is where the I feel another card coming out bit comes. So let's just see what this other card is. I don't know if 1 or 2. I just want to feel 2 somehow. Although 1 is certain. Let's just see what this is there. He's just saying, I'm just a thought away. Isn't that strange? I was just about that then. Just saying, I'm just a thought away, so all you got to do is think about me, Colleen, and I'm there. Because that's basically what it is, isn't it? That's what spirit is as well. I'm just a thought away, so you just think about me, and I'm there. Look into the distance, and that beautiful scenery there, I don't know what it is, or whatever, as you look, even if they're black clouds, you just look there. Although it's beautiful where I am, nevertheless, regardless of that fact, I'm only a thought away. You think about me when you're doing your things. If you want to know if I'm going to be okay about it, then just think about me and I'm there. That's as simple as that, as easy as that. And I do feel a second one coming out, but no more, I don't think, now. Just this second one. I'm just a thought away, and he just wants to add there. He's just saying I had to leave that way. I'm just a thought away, but just remember I had to leave that way. This is just the way he went, of course. That's just the way I had to go. There was nothing anybody could do about it. I had to leave that way, and that's it. So you probably might know what that means. That's probably a private thing between you and the daughter there. Maybe you've been considered about what you've been sort of like, I don't know, concerned about why or how he went, but he's just saying I had to leave that way. That's just the way it is. So what we'll do then for now, we'll just gather all of these cards together, all your cards there, Steve. Well, thank you, Steve, for your presence and for the message that you've brought. It's been pleased to meet you. Frank and to the point, isn't it? It's not necessarily... yes, a sense of humour there as well, but nevertheless, frank and to the point, really. Sort of a more reassuring type of thing, isn't it? That you're okay about everything. It's just the way things are, how we have to go. But no, that's only a thought away. You only have to think, and that's it. And a lot of people don't think that, do they? Let's don't think, do they? That's all it is, really, because that's as easy. Often it's as simple as simple. I like to keep things simple myself, because then there's add complications and you've just got problems, and it doesn't mean anything. Nobody understands anything anymore. So probably that's the way he sort of operated. I don't know, but either way, with that, these are his cards. We've just put them neatly there. So what we'll now do is just get the rest of the deck there for you, Steve, and just out of respect for you, until we meet again, we'll just place the rest of the deck on top of your cards and just lay Steve to rest. And as we know, love is the law, love is the bond. Marry, did we meet? And Steve, marry, do we now part? And until next time, marry may we meet again. Blessed be to Steve and all absent friends.